First, if everyone will remove your hats and bow your heads as we start with a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the day that you've given us, God. We thank you for the weather. We thank you for the game of baseball, God. And we ask that you let us play injury-free baseball today and let everyone be safe on the way home. Hear your prayer. Amen. And first, the starting lineup for your Edward Waters College Tigers. Batting first, number 3, Judd. Batting second, number 2, Washington. Batting third, number 4, Thomas. Batting fourth, number 12, Frankie. Batting fifth, number 5, Torres. Batting sixth, number 21, Santana. Batting seventh, number 6, Garcia. Batting eighth, number 16, Laura. And batting ninth, number 1, Perez. With your pitcher, number 7, Hernandez. And now for your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Batting first, playing center field, number 10, Parker Lavery. Batting second, playing second base, number 7, Elvin Granado. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 11, Mark Rogers. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 5, Will Van Sickle. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 9, Noah Carter. Batting sixth, playing right field, number 30, E.J. Alvarez. Batting seventh, pitching, number 16, Ryan Heller. Batting eighth, and your catcher, number 33, Ryan Honst. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 24, Dylan Owens. Will everyone please rise and remove your caps as we welcome Selena Perez to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous light, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets crackling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through that night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner get wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, a home of the Eagles, as TBC is playing host to crosstown rival, the Tigers from Edward Waters University. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau. Dean is back on the camera, and you just heard the illustrious voice of Trinity Baptist College senior Selena Perez, a member of the women's basketball team that just competed in the NCCAA Division II National Championship Tournament. And women's basketball, for the second consecutive time, is the National Bible College Invitational Champions. So congratulations to Selena, Coach Judy Allen, and all of TBC Eagles women's basketball. As you see on the mound, Ryan Heller is getting ready to face the Tigers. Ryan Heller is 1-1 on the season with a 2.55 earned run average. This will be his 6th appearance overall and 4th start. Heller has gone 17 2/3 innings, allowing 11 hits, 8 runs, but only 5 of those earned. He has walked 14 and struck out 15. And here's a batting order that Heller will face. For the Tigers, leading off, second baseman Marcus Judd. Keelan Washington in right field will bat second. Batting third is the center fielder Darmani Thomas. Cleanup hitter, first baseman Caden Frankie. Batting fifth, the designated hitter Freddie Torres. Batting sixth behind the plate, Ricardo Santana. And the bottom third of the batting order, in left field, Carlos Garcia bats seventh. Adrian Laro will hit third, and Mark Anthony Perez will bat ninth. He is the shortstop. And we'll tell you about Tigers pitcher Yabadel Hernandez Echeverria. He takes the mound as the Eagles come to bat in the bottom half of the first. Right now, the ball game is getting ready to begin. Marcus Judd leading things off for the Tigers. 3-13, no homers, 8 runs driven in. As a primary leadoff hitter, he has scored 10 times. He's 20 out of 64 on the season. Thank you to my good friend Josh Jackson, the Sports Information Director of Edward Waters. And there's a ground ball base hit into right field, one pitch, and the Tigers have a base runner. Josh Jackson providing us with the stats for the Edward Waters Tigers, who are 6-18 on the season. They took 2 out of 3 from Toccoa Falls College on March 12th and 13th, and they played some good ball of late. Winners of their last 4 out of 5 overall, including a doubleheader sweep of Savannah State on March 9th. Josh is broadcasting Tigers women's softball this afternoon, so unfortunately he was unable to make the trip over to the west side and join us here on TBC Eagles. Keelan Washington, the right fielder, at the plate with a runner at first, nobody out. Left-hand hitter takes a fastball upstairs for ball 1. Washington is hitting .315, 1 home run, 6 runs batted in. He has scored 11 times. Good patience at the plate and exceptional speed. And a throw over to first, and the runner is back. Washington, a junior from Orange Park, Florida, and a graduate of Trinity Christian Academy. As we said many times, where he has played against the Eagles, he's very familiar with this field. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. And this one is upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. In case you just joined us, Marcus Judd grounded the first pitch of the ball game into right field for the base hit, and that's been it so far. Washington at the plate with a count of 2-0. Miller from the stretch, winds and delivers, and this one is up and out of the zone, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. Marcus Judd at first base, 7 for 8 in stolen base attempts, in case you're wondering about the man at first. It's a 3-0 count. Heller from the stretch, he delivers, runner bluffs. He's going to head on to second anyway, as ball 4 puts Washington aboard and moves Judd into scoring position. So 2 on, nobody out.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 4.
And Damani Thomas at the plate for Edward Waters. Two balls. 2 base runners, rather. 5 pitches so far in the ball game. Damani Thomas with a runner in scoring position, shows bunt, and even though the pitch was up high, Thomas went through it, and that is strike 1. Thomas hitting .258, 4 home runs, 11 runs driven in, and 14 runs scored. Tigers, like the Eagles, had a rough start to the season, but both teams playing pretty good baseball of late. Heller takes a long look back at second and delivers, and this one misses upstairs. Heller's had a little trouble finding the zone in the first few hitters. 1 ball, 1 strike. In left for the Eagles, Dylan Owens, Parker Lafferty in center, E.J. Alvarez in right. As this one misses high for ball 2. Around the infield, Noah Harder is at third. Mark Rogers, who hit a game-winning home run yesterday, he's playing short. Elvin Granado, the second baseman. Will Van Sickle at first. Ryan Angst behind the plate for game number 1. And Ryan Heller on the mound. Another long look, and the pitch. Again, a little high and a little bit outside for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 men already on base and nobody out. 3-1 on the way, and strike 2 called. Coming right at the top of the zone. Heller now trying to come back and get the first out of this first inning. This is a number 3 man, center fielder, Damani Thomas. Payoff pitch on the way, and strike 3 called. That is out number 1.
There you go, 1 pitch away, there you go.
You got one, you got one, you got one.
1 hit, 1 strikeout. And it brings up the cleanup man, first baseman Katie Frankie. He's hitting 169, but he has put 2 over the fence and driven in 7. Has a chance to put the Tigers on the board here in the top of the first. Heller with the first pitch, misses upstairs. We've seen a lot of Kanan Frankie over the last few years. He's a senior, and Headwaters has played a bunch of games here on Trinity's field. He's from Middleburg, Florida, went to Middleburg High School. 1 ball, no strikes, and this one right at the knees to even the count. Double play could get Heller out of the inning. Eagles defense has been a little more solid as they've won 3 of their last 5. That included 2 out of 3 against the Owls of Mississippi University. That was last week. And this one misses high and outside, and the count is 2 balls and a strike. Mississippi University Owls, members of NCAA Division III and the USCAA. Here's a 2-1. And this one is fouled off, and the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Edward Waters College, members of the NAIA, and they're in the process of trying to advance on to the NCAA Division II level. So good luck, Tigers. Hope you're able to get that before long. Josh Jackson working very hard to make that happen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runners not going, in the dirt, now they take off, and they'll make it without a throw, so that will be a wild pitch, charged to Ryan Heller. Judd moves into third, Washington to second, 1 out. 3 balls, 2 strikes, Caden Frankie at the plate. Eagles softball split a doubleheader yesterday. Mackenzie Fry, in just the first game, hit a grand slam, a 2-run homer, and also got another RBI for 7 total in game 1 as the Eagles won it 13-3 over Dakota College of Bottineau. Came down from Bottineau, North Dakota rather. 3-2 and the pitch in the dirt, and the bases are loaded.
Here you go, Ryan, 1 pitch away.
And Ryan Heller having a little trouble finding the strike zone.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 5, Torres.
Freddie Torres, senior from Orlando, Florida. Played some ball at Seminole State College. He steps in with the bases loaded and 1 out. And the pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Dakota College of Bottineau came back to win game 2 on the softball field yesterday, 6-5 in a classic back-and-forth seesaw affair. That one in the dirt. Ryan Onks, the catcher, keeps the ball in front of him and keeps the runners where they are. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Heller, be big right here.
Heller has walked 2 and struck out 1, a leadoff single as well, and the 1-1. Check swing, ball gets away. Here comes Judd, throw to the plate, and they're going to have Judd in a rundown. Heller's going to chase him down and get the out at third. That will go as a 2-1 putout. Marcus Judd hesitated before he tried to score on the ball that got past Ongst, and Heller covered the plate immediately and was able to chase the runner back and make the tag. Washington and Frankie hold, so now with 2 outs, Heller has a good chance of getting out of the inning. He has a 1-1 count on Freddie Torres, a designated hitter. Torres is hitting 179, 1 homer, and 3 runs driven in. Checks the runner, it's 2-1. Granato holding the runner close. We know the speed of Keelan Washington. We've watched him on this field for the past few years. Head coach Reginald Johnson of the Edward Waters Tigers. Head coach John Copeland of the Eagles. This one misses a little bit outside, and the count is 3-1. 2 outs, runners at second and first. Washington walked, advanced on the walk, and Caden Frankie drew. Heller with the 3-1, gets a chopper foul, and that fills up the count, so watch both runners take off as soon as Heller makes his move toward the plate. Coach Johnson is the gentleman at third base, directing traffic on the base paths. Assisted by former Tigers player Ray Otero and former Eagles assistant coach Sean Stevens. And that one is in the dirt, gets away from Angst, and runners advance as Washington goes to third and Frankie to second. That's a second wild pitch uncorked by Ryan Heller. Mr. Christopher Rowell is the director of baseball operations at Edward Waters College. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first, and a line drive into left, and that's going to score 2, and both of them got on base via the base on balls. Those walks have come around to put Edward Waters up 2-0. 2-run single for Freddie Torres brings in Washington and Frankie, and the Tigers strike first with a pair.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 6, 21, Santana.
Ricardo Santana at the plate for the Tigers, hitting .242, 1 home run, 10 runs driven in. Torres now with 5 RBIs on the season. Runner at first, 2 outs. And the pitch in the dirt gets by Angst, and Torres will take second. Third wild pitch of the inning takes away the force. 1 ball, no strikes. Heller ready. The 1-0 offering, a fastball that hits the batter. And runners will be at first and second.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 6, Garcia.
Carlos Garcia, the left fielder, now coming to bat with 2 on and 2 out. Hitting .172, 1 homer, and 5 runs driven in. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher over at first base.
Let's go. Lock it in.
If I'm seeing that correctly, that is Dequarius Tompkins. Heller ready with his first pitch, and this one misses low and outside. Torres at second, he drove in 2 with a base hit. Tompkins at first, running for Santana, who was hit by a pitch, and a high fly ball towards left. It is going to be tracked down and caught on a nice play by Dylan Owens to end the inning. Ball looked like it had a little more life on it, but just kind of stopped and allowed Owens to get underneath. Garcia struck it well, and that retires the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, a couple of walks and a hit batsman, and 2 men left. And after a half inning, Edward Waters leads 2-0. Two-run top of the first for the Tigers. Taking the mound will be Yabadel Hernandez Echeverria. He is a freshman right-hander from Moca, Puerto Rico. Transferred in from Arkansas Baptist College. Parker Laffery will be the leadoff hitter for the Eagles. We'll go through the batting order in just a moment. Tigers got a good start. 2 hits in the first, leading to the first at bat for the Eagles. Laffery leading off with a drive to left field, under what is normally an exceptional Tigers defense. Laffery found a hole, he hit the ball well, and the Eagles have the leadoff hitter aboard just like Edward Waters did in the top half. Batting second baseman Elvin Granado, followed by shortstop Mark Rogers. Will Van Sickle will bat fourth, he's at first. Batting fifth is third baseman Noah Harder. BJ Alvarez will hit sixth, he's in right field. Ryan Hill, the pitcher / DH, will be seventh. Ryan Ongstad, the catcher, will bat eighth, and Dylan Owens rounds out the batting order. Made a nice catch and left to end the top of the first. Echeverria's first pitch, breaking ball, misses. He has 1 win, no losses on the season, 7 total innings pitched. This is his second appearance, both starts as he throws the first and runners back in time. 6 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts, no runs allowed. Another soft toss over first, and Laffery back in plenty of time. 1 ball and no strikes. Elvin Granado at the plate. Pitch on the way, and he follows this one. And it's 1-1. Carlos Garcia is in left for the Tigers. Damani Thomas in center. Keelan Washington in right. And we'll give you the infield in just a moment. Laffery led off with a base hit. He's aboard at first. And the pitch to Granado, a chopper, could be 2. That one's going to be knocked out, and everybody's going to be safe. That ball took a high hop on Lero. That's going to be an infield single for Elvin Granado. Tough play. Off the bat, it looked like a possible double play, but when the ball hit that dirt, it just hopped up, and Laro did all he could, but that ball was just a tad out of his reach. So 2 hits to start the inning. And it brings up shortstop Mark Rogers, whose 2-run homer in the third yesterday ended up the game-winning hit and RBI. As the Eagles defeated Thomas University 7-4. Thomas came back and won game 2, 7-5. But Rogers had a terrific day at the plate. 2 on, nobody out, and the first pitch down the middle for a strike. Rogers hitting .302 overall, 1 homer and 8 runs driven in.
Let's go sticks, let's go ones.
Frankie playing off the bag and in front.
Giving
Rogers that right field line. Washington also giving Rogers right field, and that ball's in the dirt. Runners on the move. There will be a throw to second, and that's going to get him. Renato says the tag was high and he already had his feet in, but he won't get the call. 1 out. Laffery does advance to third. 2-6 on the put out. So 1 base runner erased. Rogers still with a good opportunity to get a run home. Runner at third, 1 out. And another ball that bounces away, and this time Laffery is going to scamper on back to third. Ricardo Santana, the catcher. At third is Adrian Laro. Shortstop, Mark Anthony Perez. Marcus Judd at second. Caden Frankie at first base. 2 balls and a strike to Rogers. James going to drive in the run. And this one misses outside.
Hey, hitters count right here, 11. Hitters count. Let's go, babe.
Rogers has walked 5 times on the season.
Let's go, 11.
Likes to put the ball in play. Here's a 3-1 and strike 2 on the outside corner. Really good view of the top and the bottom of the zone. Inside and outside, especially when they're close, tough to tell, but we'll let you know what the umpire says. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Laffery at third, and the pitch is popped up, and that's going to head toward the screen and get out of play. Santana had a little trouble picking that one up, but it was over the fence anyway. This would be a big run for the Eagles to get back after allowing 2 in the first. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, come on, come on.
And the pitch is blocked. The Eagles have runners at the corners with 1 out. Unfortunately, they had a base runner erased on a terrific throw from Santana, cutting down Granado, trying to advance as a pitch got by the catcher. Will Van Sickle at the plate. He's hitting .318 with 6 RBIs.
Go, Will. He
was the winning pitcher in Game 1 yesterday. Ground ball hit it. That's a base hit. Lafferty will swing. Rogers will stop at second. First ball swinging by Van Sickle cuts the lead in half. Whereas the Tigers were patient and drew some walks in the first inning, the Eagles, for the most part, have swung the bat early in the count. They've gotten 1 walk, 3 hits, and now a run. Noah Harder, the third baseman, steps in, hitting .419 with 11 runs driven in. And he takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Good take, not the one he wanted to hit.
Let's go right here, 9. Come down, get him down.
Carter leads the Eagles with those 11 RBIs. He's also walked twice. He's 18 for 44, and a chopper towards second, and into right field. That's a base hit. Here comes Rogers, but he will stop, and a really good throw. That ball was not very deep into the outfield. And of course, give credit to Keelan Washington, who has a good arm. He kept the runner at third. The Eagles in business with the bases loaded and only 1 out. That is their 4th hit of the inning. Let's go, erased third base batters. As the baseball cliche goes. Alvarez had the play into the ball 1. DJ is hitting .250, 1 homer, 4 runs driven in. Eagles have Rogers at third, Van Sickle at second, and Harder at first. Rogers walked, the other 2 hit their ways forward. Good pitch and good take for strike 1. Yamadel Hernandez Echeverria looks in for the side. Now the 1-1, and this is high. So far, the Eagles have not chased the ball out of the zone. That could work toward their favor. If ball 4 happens, that will be a run. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded, and the 2-1 on the way. Another really good block on the part of Santana. He's blocked most of them. A couple got by, but then he made that throw to second to get an out. Garcia in left, Thompson center, Washington in right, moves the arms. The Eagles will consider as they're sitting there. Tied at 2. That is a run batted in, charged to the credit of E.J. Alvarez. Rogers scores, Van Sickle to third, and Harder to second. Pitching coach Sean Stevens will head out to the mound. Coach Stevens was Coach John Copeland's assistant here at TBC for a couple of years. He then went up north to Olivet Nazarene University, where TCA graduate and former Edward Waters College catcher Casey Eisenberg is now playing. Casey got his first college home run just a couple of weeks ago. Of course, I'm good friends with his father, Chuck Eisenberg. Casey's brother, Tyler, a graduate of Trinity Christian Academy. Their younger brother, Josh, was here for a while, and he's now pitching for Clay High School, who is one of the top-ranked teams in the entire country. That's my high school. So 222.
Go now, get you one here.
18 on the season, 4
Yeah,
runs
here.
driven in.
Let's go,
That's a lot of room to the pull side down the line. And the 1-0. That's a line drive into center field. That is a base hit. One run is in. Here comes Harder. He will score. And the Eagles lead. Two-run single for Ryan Owens. His 5th hit of the inning. And the Eagles have put together a nice 4-run rally and are still batting. And the number 9 man is at the plate. Alvarez at second. Ryan Ongst at first. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Kristen Nieves, who does this quite a bit. Take over at first. 4 runs in, 2 out. Dylan Owens at the plate. 167 and a pitch in the zone for strike 1. Owens 1 for 6 on the season. He's also drawn a walk.
Let's go, Nash! Get
He's
it!
looking to tap out and come back from a 2-run deficit. A big swing and a miss from Owens. So down in the count now, no balls, 2 strikes.
Go, Kobe! We're not going out. We're now. They didn't hear me, right? They didn't get the reference?
Echeverria delivers and misses the ball outside. Well, the Eagles bat around in the first. Lafferty, the leadoff man, started this rally with a base hit. He scored 1 of the 4 runs. He's looking for another opportunity in this first inning. He's on deck. And the pitch on the way. Slow roller towards third. Going to be a close play. And the throw got away.
Make him work! Make him work!
That is an infield single right down the line. Barrow recognized that ball was going to stay fair, charged hard, but everybody beat the play and the throw was not made. So Alvarez at third, Nieves at second, Owens at first, and the 10th man of the inning comes up. Parker Lafferty is 1 for 1 with a base hit, and now a chance to drive in 1 or maybe 2 runs. He has driven in 2 on the season. Ground ball, but that's going to be an easy play. It was hit right at the second baseman, Marcus Judd. Hit sharply, but Judd gets the out at first to retire the side. The Eagles, though, have a really nice first inning as they score 4 runs on 6 hits, a walk, and 3 men left. And after 1, it's Trinity Baptist 4, Edward Waters 2. Ryan Heller starts his second inning of work. Had some trouble with control in the first. Many times it just takes getting a little bit of rest, and now with the Eagles putting him out in front, let's see if he has settled in, as he is going to face 8, 9, and 1 in the top of the second. Adrian Oro, Mark Anthony Perez, and Marcus Judd. Well, Edward Waters got 2 in the first. TBC came back with a 4 spot in the bottom half. Just 2 hits for the Tigers, but they were patient at the plate, drew some walks, had a man hit as well. First pitch in there for a strike. TBC got 6 hits in the first inning. Here is the 0-1 from Heller. And that one didn't miss by much, but it's 1-1. Heller with a lot of life on the fastball in the second inning. Time called. Laro steps out. He's hitting .308. 4 runs driven in on the season. And he has scored 3 times. Here's a pitch, and this one hits the batter. And another leadoff man aboard for the Tigers. That is the second one that Heller has hit. Brings up the number 9 man, Mark Anthony Perez. He is the Tigers shortstop, hitting .184, 1 homer, and 4 RBIs.
Come on, let's roll it. Let's roll it.
Both teams have been winning more than losing of late. Edward Waters has won 4 of 5. TBC has won 3 of 5. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch. This one is low. Actually, that's ball 1. Laro at first, hit by a pitch, getting a pretty nice lead. Heller takes the look, now delivers a 1-0. There's a fastball right down the middle. Tigers will be home on March 19th and 20th for a 3-game series with Voorhees College. Team Trinity Baptist will also play very soon. Swing and a miss at a ball that was down out of the zone. So Laro helps out the pitcher, and it's 1-2. Single game on Friday night, the 19th at 5 p.m. and a Saturday afternoon doubleheader starting at 12. Edward Waters against Voorhees. Pitch on the way, misses up and in. Voorhees is also Trinity Baptist's next opponent, March 26th and 27th in Denmark, South Carolina. Voorhees will come here to Trinity Baptist a little bit later on in the season. Eagles are off after today until that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on the move, swing and a miss, strike 3. To throw down is into center field. But backed up well by Laffrey, and I don't think Laro even took notice of the ball getting by. We'll credit him with a stolen base and a strikeout for Ryan Heller of Mark Anthony Perez. That is his 2nd strikeout. And the runner at second, leadoff man Marcus Judd at the plate. He singled in the first, and he was a gentleman that was caught in the rundown between third and home. And Ryan Ongst and Ryan Heller tracked him down and made the tag. Heller applied the tag himself. This one fouled off for strike 1. Well, we did some camera adjustments. My son Dean, very good with technology. He was able to make things look a lot better for you here today. So we appreciate your patience.
Go right.
Jessica Rose, Grizz McKenna, Patty Heller, letting us know they're watching on the chat. This one low and into dirt, and the count is 1-1. Dean has already started some camera work for the University of North Florida's ESPN broadcast as well. Here's a ground ball pulled foul down the left field line. We'll be back there this Saturday night covering the volleyball game. I'm going to be doing a men's soccer game for UNF Saturday night. That's not on ESPN. Dean actually beat me to the ESPN feed. He started there last weekend. I haven't had that opportunity yet. It's going to come one day, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Laro at second, and a pitch just off the inside corner. Count is 2-2. Heller wanted that call but didn't get it. Yeah, Dean's telling everyone up here, they use a lot more than the iPad we're using here. They use the big ESPN cameras. Here's a 2-2, and again, this one just misses the inside corner. Heller gives the umpire a nice long look, but the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second, 4-2 Eagles lead. Tigers batting in the top of the second, and the pitch is chopped foul down the third baseline. Coach Marcus Johnson looked like he was trying to make a play. So another 3-2 pitch on the way from Ryan Heller. Turns and fires towards second. It's a close play, but the runner's back. That was a pickoff to get him move. That was not just a show me. 3-2 the pitch. High pop fly behind home plate. Hawks giving it a look, but it's over the fence. On this field last night, Trinity Christian Academy defeated the #1 team in the nation 6-3 on a walk-off 3-run homer in bottom of the 9th inning. That game went 2 extras, and Ashton Nugent put one over the 320 sign right down the right field line, and the Conquerors won that game, beating the #1 team in the nation. That is ball 4, and that's going to put runners at first and second as Marcus Judd is aboard for the second time.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 2, the right fielder, Washington.
Keelan Washington walked and scored in the first. He comes up now with 2 on and 1 out. He's driven in 6 according to the stats page. Has a chance to drive in 1 more. He has some power too. He's homered on this field before. That one is up and away for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Heller takes a long look back and a pitch. And this one misses outside, and it's 2-0. Stephen Smith cheering on the Eagles.
Hey, throw it through his chest.
Hope you saw that bottom of the first when they put 4 on the board. Heller takes another long look. Now the 2-0. Ground ball towards the right field. That's in for a hit. Here's a runner around third. The throw will be cut off, and runners will advance to second and third. That is a single for Washington, driving home the run. Laro scores. Judd all the way around to third, and Washington takes second on the throw. He had held up, and he gets himself into scoring position. So it's a 4-3 game. Looks like we're going to have a big offensive output today. That's the early indications as Damani Thomas steps up with his team now trailing by 1, and a potential tying run at third and go-ahead run at second. Very good speed on the bases, and the pitch. This is outside for ball 1. Thomas called out on strikes his first time up. Nothing out of 1. This is a first of 2. We're going to be here a while, so pull up a chair. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch. That one's in for strike 1.
You go, Ryan, repeat.
Dylan Owens about medium depth in left, as is Lafferty in center, and Alvarez in right. And the pitch in the dirt, and Ongst able to scoop it up and keep the runners at second and third. It's Judd at third, Washington at second. 1 run is in. 4-3 Eagles. 1 out. Top of the second. Heller delivers, and this one pulled foul. Count even now at 2-2. Eagles led by head coach John Copeland in his 7th season. That's every year that TBC Eagles baseball has existed, and former Eagles pitcher Jordan Broden is now the pitching coach. And a pitch is upstairs, and the count is full. Monty Thomas, junior from Mount Dora, Florida, looking to drive in 1, maybe 2. And the payoff pitch, swing and foul back, and he just did make contact to stay alive. Another payoff pitch coming from Ryan Heller. Infielders all in, trying to cut down the run at the plate, or at least keep that man at third. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Heller delivers. Strike 3, swinging. And the second time he has gotten Damani Thomas, and there are 2 away. That's the 3rd strikeout overall. Caden Frankie at the plate. He walked and scored in the
Do
first.
it again. Come on, Heller, let's go. Get out of here.
He has driven in 7 on the season, has 2 in scoring position. Eagles can now play back at all 4 positions. And first pitch, is in play. I thought for a moment that was a foul ball. Onks, though, kept the ball in front, and Heller alertly got to the ball and forced Judd back to third base.
Hey, way to keep it in front, Ryan.
No balls and a strike. Heller will work from the stretch with runners at second and third, and pulled the string on that one and had to hit her on top of it and out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Ryan can finish this inning off with this pitch. 1 run is in. 2 men in scoring position, 2 outs, and a pitch. Misses a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Heller paying his attention to the hitter. Check swing, did he go? And the answer is no. Started to flinch, held up in time, and the count is even now at 2-2. Heller again from the stretch. The 2-2 misses up and away. Heller has appeared to have worked out most of the issues he had in the first. He's thrown the ball better in this second inning. And now trying to get out of it, leaving those 2 runners stranded. Here's a 3-2. Eagles started trotting off the field, but did not get the call, and the bases are loaded.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 5, the designated hitter,
Timeout as
Torres.
Jordan Broden heads out to the mound. With 2 outs, Freddie Torres will be the next hitter. He's already driven in a pair. And that might be it for Heller, and we're going to pause here. Heller's still out there on the mound, just getting some encouragement and some talk from his pitching coach. Umpire said that ball missed. It was tough to tell where, but the bases are now loaded. So Torres now with a chance, drive in a couple more. Judd at third, Washington at first, Washington at second, Frankie at first. 2 outs. Freddie Torres now digs in. And the first pitch in the dirt, blocked by Brooks, runner coming home, and the tag is not in time. Heller looking for an appeal from the base hump, but the game is tied at 4.
New ball game.
Washington advances to third. That is a wild pitch charged to Ryan Heller. Frankie takes second, tied at 4. 2 men in scoring position for Torres. 1 ball, no strikes. Coach Copeland wants to talk about that last play at the plate. One ball, no strikes.
Come on, Helen, get out. Let's get out. All right. Come on.
Torres lined it down the left field line his first time up and goes that way again, but this time out in front, and Washington did a little hurdling act. One ball, one strike. Heller in the stretch. Frankie didn't even get back to the bag. That's all right. Here's the 1-1 from Heller. And that one is in the zone for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Heller looking now to keep this game tied and give his team a chance in the bottom of the second. The pitch on the way, swung on and missed. That is strike 3 and out number 3, and the 4th strikeout for Ryan Heller. However, the Tigers get 2 on 1 hit, 2 walks, and a hit batsman, and we go to the bottom of the second, all tied up at 4. Tied at 4 as we start the second inning with Elvin Granado, Mark Rogers, and Will Van Sickle at the plate. Ed Waters got 2 in the first and 2 in the second. TBC put 4 on the board in the first inning on 6 hits. So they've all gotten some looks at Yamadel Menendez Echeverria. And now they're at the second time through the batting order. Granado singled in the first and was thrown out trying to take off a ball that got past the catcher. First pitch of the inning for Echeverria. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
I'm not kidding.
Let's go, 7. Go east.
And the 0-1 on the way, and this one is in for strike 2.
Come on, kid. Come on, son, help. Let's go east.
Let's go, Alvin.
Echeverria getting ahead quickly in the count. Here comes the 0-2 offering. And this one misses outside. And 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, stay on it here.
Let's go east.
And a 1-2 on the way. Drilled towards short, knocked down. There will be no throw.
Go. That way,
Granado is aboard. That ball was hit right on the button. Give that a base hit to Granado. He torched that one. Tough backhanded attempt by Perez. Eagles have the leadoff man aboard for the second inning in a row with Mark Rogers at the plate. Rogers walking scored in the first.
Come on, sticks. Come on, sticks.
7-11, please.
Come on, really
First pitch misses high.
Go here.
Come on.
Eagles don't steal a whole lot. Granado, according to the stats page, has not had a stolen base attempt. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch swung on and missed. Rogers looking like he was trying to duplicate what he did yesterday. Hardly any wind at all. Temperatures in the low 80s. Partly cloudy, but otherwise really nice weather. And we've had that for about a week and a half now here in Jacksonville.
Out of the way. Let's go here, 11.
Toss
Let's
over
go
to
now.
first, and again, the outfield giving the Eagles the lines, and Rogers takes all 2 up high. Washington in right. He has the speed to get a ball up in the air toward the line. He is really giving Mark Rogers a lot of real estate.
Let's go, Mark.
2 balls and a strike. Rogers lifts one towards left. That is going to be a fair ball, and everybody's going to be safe.
Let's go, boy.
Now batter for the Eagles, number 5, with the first baseman, Van Sickle.
Base hit for Mark Rogers, puts Granado on second.
Go ahead, Will. Let's go, Will. Let's go, Will. Let's go, Let's go,
In that hard dirt, picking up ball, do some funny things. 2 on, nobody out. Van Sickle drove in a run his first time up, and he takes a strike. He got the RBI single
Let's go, Will.
in the first pitch of the at-bat then, and laced it into right field.
Let's go, 5. Let's go, 5.
2 base hits to start the inning, and this one doesn't work. Eagles already with 8 knocks on the board.
Let's go. Let's go, Will. Let's go, 5. Hey, babe. Let's go, Will. Vamos, papi, vamos. Let's go, Will.
And Sickle digs in, rolls this one towards third. That's going to hug the line, and it's going foul. That one took just enough of a left turn right before it hit the bag. Otherwise, the bases would be loaded. Morrow had no play at first. Didn't have much of a shot at Granado, who was hustling. Did the wise thing, and that ball turned foul.
Let's go, Will. Let's go, 5. I'm not kidding.
Pitch on the way to Van Sickle, and he swings through this one.
Let's go,
And
Noah.
that is strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. It brings up Noah Harder. Got himself a base hit and scored the 4th run of the inning in the first. That's the first strikeout for Hernandez Echeverria. 2 on, 1 out. Harder at the plate. He's driven in 6, has a chance to do one here, and he takes a strike.
Hey, good eye, Noah, good eye.
Looks like he wants that one back. Looked like a hittable pitch, and he let it go.
Go, babe. Let's go, Noah. Let's go, hey, Noah. Let's go,
Washington now shading a little bit more towards right field line. Left-hand hitter up and a high fly ball. Well hit towards left, but it's going to be caught over the shoulder. Nice job out there in left field by Carlos Garcia. And that is out number 2. That ball took a jump and kept on carrying, but Garcia tracked it down and made a really nice one-handed grab. Harder hit that ball very well. And again, a great play in left field. Brings up Alvarez now with 2 outs, 2 on, and a pitch. Almost got away, but blocked. It's ball 1. Echeverria now looking to get out of the inning after letting the first 2 reach. Nobody holding the runner at second, and a high pop-up is out of play. Granado at second, Rogers at first. Echeverria then got a strikeout and a fly ball caught in left.
Come on out the road. Let's go, babe.
He's batting in the bottom of the second, tied at 4. Long look, and now the 1-1. High fly into right, but that's an easy play for Washington. He is right there to retire the side. Looked like a good inning to start with 2 hits, but then 3 consecutive outs, 2 men left. After 2, we're tied at 4. Top of the third and a 4-4 tie, and hitters 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Tigers. Santana, Garcia, and Laro. 2 in the first, 2 in the second for Ed Waters, 4 in the first for the Eagles. Had an opportunity with 2 on and nobody out in the second. Echeverria, though, got a strikeout and a couple of fly balls and a terrific catch in left field. Heller now starting his third inning of work and gets the first pitch in there for a strike. Four runs so far, all earned. 3 hits allowed. He has walked 4 and struck out 4, and strike 2 right at the knees. Heller's 0-2, misses a little bit low.
Let's go, Heller.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Breaking ball out of the zone to even the count.
Hey, you don't got to be too fine, 1-6. Let him hit it. Got a defense behind it.
Long look in, now the 2-2. Ground ball right up the middle and into center field. That hit either the mound or the pitcher, and that's a leadoff single for Ricardo Santana. Tompkins was the courtesy runner for Santana in the first, and he's coming back out to take over once again.
Number 6, the left fielder, Garcia.
Runner at first, nobody out. Tigers have had the first hitter aboard in each of the first 3 innings. Garcia at the plate, flew out to left his first time. Two balls, 2 strikes, or first pitch rather, and time called.
Do it again.
Know what I was thinking there. Tigers fans, Josh Jackson has told me that your softball team won the first game of a doubleheader 9-1 and are up 4-1 in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. Big lead off first, and Heller will make sure the runner gets back. Tigers are playing Dakota College at Bottineau, the team that TBC split with yesterday. And we're going to play them again tomorrow tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. That's the first pitch of the doubleheader. Bottineau getting some games in while they're here in Jacksonville. One ball, 1 strike. Big lead off first. Runner not going, and a ground ball into right field. And that'll put runners at first and second with nobody out. Tigers haven't hit the ball all that hard this inning, but they've put it in just the right spots.
16, the third baseman, Laro.
Hit number 5 overall. Adrian Laro was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored in the second. That was the first of the 2-run rally that Ed Waters put up an inning ago. Timeout. Coach Copeland heads on out to the mound. We're going to pause here and we'll be right back in just a bit on TBC Eagles. Myers on the mound now for the Eagles. 2 on, nobody out. Myers checks the runner and delivers. Off-speed pitch, it misses low and inside. Heller went 2+ innings, 4 runs all earned, responsible for the 2 men on base. He walked 4, allowed 5 hits, and struck out 4. So 1 ball, no strikes. Myers delivers another off-speed pitch, and this one is popped up into foul territory. Van Sickle over near the dugout and tracks it down for the out.
Tigers number 1, the shortstop, Perez.
Coach Jones in the booth, and Coach, how about that softball team yesterday, particularly Mackenzie Fry with the grand slam and the 2-run shot. Likes what he sees on there. Of course, you can read about that game on TBCEagles.com. Put that up early this morning. 2 on, 1 out. Myers with the pitch and swung on and missed. Mark Anthony Perez went down on strikes his first time up. Number 9 hitter in the Tigers batting order. Balls and a strike. And a high pop up. That's an infield fly if the ball stays fair. Harder catches it just inside foul territory, and they're 2 away. Coach, I always like to brag that I, as a coach, once won an argument on the infield fly rule with the umpire. Got a double play out of it, too. We still lost 9-0, though. But I won 3 arguments with umpires. So 2 outs, 2 on base. Myers trying to get out of the jam. His first pitch to Judd in the dirt. Runners will take off. Throw to first is not in time. Garcia got under the tag of Van Sickle on the play. Santana, or rather his courtesy runner Tompkins, into third. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes. Marcus Judd at the plate. Singled in the first, walked and scored in the second. Myers, a soft tosser, so far has kept the first couple of hitters off balance. Big lead off first, and he will look the runner back. Two outs. Judd at the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on the move at first, and a high fly ball over near the right field line, just behind the infield, and Granado will make the catch right at the line, and that ends the inning. An excellent job by Kaden Myers. He came in a very tough situation, got 3 pop-ups, and the Eagles are out of the inning without allowing a run. Bottom of the third coming up, tied at 4. Again, an excellent job by Kaden Myers. 3 consecutive pop-ups to retire their side and leaving 2 stranded. And now the Eagles will have 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of the third. Ryan Heller, Ryan Ongst, and Dylan Owens. Heller 0 for 1, a pop-up to right his first time up. And first pitch on the way, swung on a foul tip into the middle. The reason Heller is able to bat because he was listed not only as the pitcher, but the pitcher slash designated hitter, so he still is officially now the DH. Myers not in the batting order. There's a drive into left, and that's a base hit, and Heller, who had himself a really good day at the plate yesterday, has a base hit. He's now 1 for 2. He homered, but that was not his only knock yesterday.
Right away, Heller. Go on.
He had at least 3 hits that I can remember. Ryan Ongst at the plate. 2-run single in the first. That tied the game at 4. Throw over to first and a run back.
In there like a bug.
Hey, I'm now threes. Let's go, Ryan. Let's go, threes.
Go ahead, 3-3.
Heller with a moderate lead at first. The bunt is down and goes foul. So everybody returns to first base and the plate respectively.
Let's go, threes. Go, threes.
Go ahead, 3-3.
Go, threes.
Maria goes over first, and that was a much closer play.
Let's go, threes.
2 innings. Echeverria has now allowed 9 hits, 4 runs all earned. Either team has committed an error. And a bunt down by Ongst, and that will be an easy 3 unassisted for Caden Frankie, but the successful sacrifice puts Heller into scoring position, and now the Eagles have a good opportunity to take the lead. Owens at the dish with an RBI opportunity. Earning a throw to second and a runner back in plenty of time. Like what I saw Perez do right there as he put the tag down twice, just in case Heller had broken contact with the bag. Pitch to Owens, ground ball to third. That will advance the runner, second base rather. Runner on his way and around third, and Heller will stop right there. There are 2 outs. On the put out. Lafferty now with an RBI situation. Driven in 2. He is 1 for 2 today with a run scored.
Number 10!
Third, 2 outs, and a pitch to Lafferty. Ground ball to short. Should be an easy play. The underhanded throw is out with the level. Frankie, the Eagles have the lead. That's going to be an error on the first baseman, Caden Frankie. Heller scores, and it's 5-4 TBC. No RBI credited to Lafferty, but he is aboard with 2 outs. Run, but it's on the board. Elvin Granado has had himself 2 base hits. The shortstop, they've stayed on the infield. He's 2 for 2. Pitch on the way, and it's fouled back. Eagles get, as Kim goes over first, they get a gift run and have a chance to tack on a little bit more.
Let's go now, Elder!
No balls and a strike, instead to throw to first. Lafferty back.
You got wheels, man. Turn the turbos on.
Count of no balls and a strike on Granado.
Let's go, son.
Echeverria delivers, runners going, and Granado follows this one off. Lafferty had a good break, but we've already seen the arm of Ricardo Santana. That would have been an interesting play at second base. strikes, and a pitch. Grounded towards second. Swipe tag misses, but the flip to first is in time, and that ends the inning. Well, the Eagles get an unearned run. 1 hit, 1 man left, and after 3, lead it 5-4. Fans, your softball team won the first game today against Dakota College of Bottineau 9-1, and Josh tells me in that game Ivy Moreland hit a 2-run homer and Ashley Combast had a solo homer in game 1. Last update was Tigers leading 4-1 in the bottom of the 3rd. Right here the Eagles lead 5-4 as Keelan Washington steps to the plate to lead off the top of the 4th. 1 for 1 plus a walk. He has scored once and driven in one. Takes the first pitch at the knees for a strike. Washington right up at the front of the batter's box. Doesn't have much room to take that step. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Swung on and driven into left field. Washington goes the opposite way and gets himself a base hit and had thoughts of going for 2. Owens, though, made a good throw, got to the ball quickly, and kept Washington at first base. He took a big turn, and with his speed, I would have been surprised if he had tried to make it. That's a base hit, and for the 4th consecutive inning, the Tigers have put the leadoff man aboard. First hit allowed by Kanan Myers. Thomas at the plate, 2 strikeouts. Washington a big lead off first, not going, and swing and a miss. Washington is 15 for 18 in stolen base attempts. Not only fast, but a very smart base runner as well. He's off to a big lead, and Heller tried to get him there, but threw a little bit late. Washington looks like he got another half step. He may be going anytime soon, if not this pitch. Not this time. A swing and a miss. And Thomas down 0-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Washington another big lead. Heller keeping an eye on him. There he goes, and he stops after he gets the first couple of steps. Could have been a bluff, or he could have lost his footing as I was watching the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Missed just a little bit outside. Another big lead off first. Not going this time, and strike 3 called, and Thomas has a hat trick.
1 pitch away. Infield, roll it up.
Heller got him twice, and now Myers. And with 1 out with the runner at first, Caden Frankie at the plate. Eagles lead by 1, 5-4. Washington shortens up a little bit this time, and the first pitch is low for ball 1. Frankie has walked both times so far, scored a run in the first, got the far far as second base in the second. One ball, no strikes, and a pitch. Washington's going. There's a pitch. Throw down to second is not in time. Very close play, and Washington was able to keep his right foot on the bag. Rogers tagged the helmet, but the hand was already in, and that's a stolen base for Keelan Washington. He is now 16 for 19 on the season. Coach Copeland coming out and wants to talk about that play at second base. Close play, I had to wait for the umpire. Again, Rogers got the helmet, but Washington got his hand on the bag just in time. So, good speed at second. One out. Caden Frankie at the plate. Ball and a strike.
It's like getting hit by Mike Tyson and just sitting.
Myers takes a very long look in at the sign. Washington a big lead off second. Rogers right behind him. And the 1-1. Runner not going, and the pitch is in the dirt.
There you go. Okay.
You go one.
I thought it was 2-1. I believe it's 3-0 if I saw the umpire correctly that time. Of course, from our vantage point, that is now ball 4. Gets a little tough to see sometimes when you're watching the action. Frankie aboard with the walk. A double play ball could get Myers and the Eagles out of the inning. Washington at second, Frankie at first, Torres at the plate, 1 for 2, a 2-run single in the first. Good pitch on the inside corner. Myers not overpowering, but he changes speeds. Kept most of the hitters he's faced so far off balance. Not very solid contact. Washington did get a good line drive to lead off this inning. That's strike 2. That's on the outside corner. So no balls, 2 strikes. Renato holding the runner at second. So there's a lot of room on the ground to the right side. The 0-2 swung on and fouled off. Pretty good room in the right center field gap also for Torres. No balls, 2 strikes. Long look, now the pitch, and this one hits the batter, and that loads up the bases. That is the 3rd hit batsman for Eagles pitchers so far today.
Number 21, the catcher.
And advances Frankie to second and Washington to third, and brings up Ricardo Santana. He was hit by a pitch in the first. He singled in the third. He reached third base, but no further. 5-4 Eagles. That lead now in jeopardy, and the pitch in there for a strike. And a strike. That one in the dirt and blocked by Ungst. Now the count of 1-1. Corner infielders in for the play at the plate. Middle infielders back looking to turn 2. The 1-1. High pop-up, foul territory, and Vin Sickle will run out of room. Myers now ahead 1-2. bases loaded, and the pitch, and a good rip by Santana, and he fouls this one back.
Here we go, one. Let's go, kid.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Same defensive alignment we told you about a moment ago, and this one misses outside.
You got this. Take him already.
2 strikes. Myers from the stretch, delivers off speed, fly ball to right, that's going to score 1. Ball is caught, Washington will tag, and we are tied at 5. Sacrifice fly and an RBI for Ricardo Santana. Of course, you know, he was hoping to get more, but he did bring home the tying run. Also on the play, Frankie tags and advances to third. So runners at the corners, 2 outs, and Carlos Garcia at the plate. He's 1 for 2, a base hit into right his last time up. First run allowed by Kanan Myers, and a swing and a miss at a fastball. First and third, 2 down. Eagles can now back up, try to get the out at first, and a low pitch dug out of the dirt by Angst. Myers taking his time, now ready with the 1-1. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch. Had to hit her out in front for strike 2.
Commando.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball, grounded towards short. Rogers' throw is over the head of Van Sickle, and the Tigers will take the lead. 1 run is in, and men advance to second and third. And the error charged to the shortstop, Mark Rogers.
Now back in the Tigers, number 16, with their baseman, Laura.
Let's go, baby. Get the number.
Frankie scores. Torres goes first to third.
Here you go, can't repeat.
Run is unearned, but it's on the board, and we're now trailing 6-5. Pitch on the way, and a ball in the dirt. Here's a runner coming to the plate, and he will score. Wild pitch charged to Myers. Garcia also advances to third as Torres crosses. That's a 3-run inning for Edward Waters, and the Tigers lead it now 7-5.
Come on, 1-6. You go 1, Karen. I was looking at him.
And this one in there for a strike. Two balls and a strike, and this one in the dirt and blocked.
Somebody came in.
Myers got the ground ball he needed, but the overthrow has led to 2 runs. And that one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Barrow hit by a pitch, stole a base in the second, popped up to the first baseman in the third. Now batting here in the fourth. 3-1 on the way, didn't mean to. It's a chopper towards first. Van Sickle will take this one himself and end the inning. 3 runs, 2 of them unearned. And we go to the bottom of the fourth with the Eagles now trailing 7-5. Part of the batting order coming up for the TBC Eagles, Mark Rogers, Will Van Sickle, and Noah Harder. Tigers got 3 over the top of the last 2 of them unearned. And now it's Edward Waters leading 7-5. Rogers has been on base twice, once via the walk, once with an infield single. Scored his first time. That came up in the first inning. Rogers now trying to get on base. Another rally for the Eagles. They scored 4 in the first. There's a line drive down the right field line. That is a fair ball. Toward the corner. That's going to be 2 bases for Rogers. Washington gets to it. Gets the ball back in. The Eagles have the leadoff man at second. Right down the line. It was clearly fair, but not by much. And Keelan Washington got there in a hurry and kept Rogers to a double. Will Van Sickle is 1 for 2 in RBI and a run scored. That came in the TBC big first pitch from Echeverria is in there for a strike. That is a 10th hit for the Eagles.
Make 5.
And really swung
Go,
the bat as
Will.
well.
Made
some good defensive plays also. The 0-1, swing and a miss.
Hey, get up in that
Big
box.
change of pace from
Get up in that
Echeverria.
box. Hey, tough with 2, 5. Tough with 2, 5. Let's go 5. He needs you right here, baby. He needs you right
Got
here.
Van Sickle his last time up after the first 2 hitters reached. Takes a long look at Rogers. Now the 0-2 misses high from 0-1.
Make 5.
2 strikes. Nobody holding Rogers at second.
Attaboy,
That
attaboy.
one was close, but a good eye by Van Sickle, and it's 2-2.
Go now, kid. Up now. Let's go. Let's go. Nice to
Outfield pretty
go.
much straight
Will.
away. Fielders are back trying to knock this one down. The 2-2. And he got him. That's the second time in a row that Echeverria has fanned Will Van Sickle. So 1 out with the runner at second. Brings up Noah Harder, who's 1 for 2 and scored. Harder's the man who hit that well-struck drive in the second, only to have Carlos Garcia make a one-handed over-the-shoulder catch not far from the fence.
9.
First pitch to Harder, right down the middle, and again, he looks like he wants that one back.
Hey, battle right here, baby, battle.
Right here, Noah. Let's go, babe. Go ahead, kid.
This one is up and out of play, and Harder's down quickly 0-2. Rogers led off with a double. He's still there with one out.
Go, man. Let's go here.
The 0-2 to Harder. And that one is inside.
Let's go protect that kid. Go ahead now.
Win the battle. Win the battle, high night. Come on, nine.
One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. This is high. Right side of the infield playing very deep. They will allow Rogers to take third. They just want to get that out. Judd is back on the outfield grass, and the count is run full. A very good eye at the plate from Noah Harder.
Hey, basically, one more kid.
Balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if this patience pays off for Harder. Pitch on the way, and a high fly ball, shallow left field. That's an easy catch for Garcia.
How you, Jake?
2 outs. Rogers at second. A.J. Alvarez comes up. Alvarez had a bases loaded walk in the first. Fly ball to right in the second. So nothing out of one officially. Chance to drive in a run. This one in the dirt. Santana, those been very good on balls downstairs.
Let's go, EJ. Vamos.
Ball, no strikes. Nobody holding Rogers close. Here's a drive that is off the glove of the shortstop. Rogers is going to round third. This ball trickles in the left field. The throw to the plate is not in time. Rogers with a one-handed slide around the tag, and the Eagles have cut the deficit to 1. We'll see how that one is scored as Alvarez comes through.
Hey, good job, E.
That's going down as an error, allowing Alvarez to reach. Rogers hustling around third. Close play, but that good side tag of the plate allowed him to get in, and it's now 7-6. Ryan Heller takes ball 1.
Now 1-6. Let's go ahead, kid.
Throw over to first, and Alvarez is back. That's what happens when you just put the ball in play. Sometimes it just bounces your way. And that one is in the zone for strike 1. I think Heller disagreed with that, but the count is evened up.
Hey, come on now, Ryan. Let's go, Ryan.
1 ball, 1 strike. Alvarez not taking any chances off first, and this one's outside.
Got that kid. 1-6. 1-6. Go here, right here, Ryan. Right
2
here,
balls,
Ryan.
1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first, 1 run is in. And good swing, and Heller just missed doing some damage with that one. Count even up in 2-2.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Right here, kid.
Go ahead.
Let's go, kid. Let's go 1-6.
Echeverria from the stretch, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that retires a side. Well, the Eagles get a leadoff double. They convert it into a run, an unearned run, and after 4, it is 7-6 Tigers. had a lot of scoring here so far this afternoon. 13 total runs, 7 for Edward Waters, 6 for Trinity Baptist, and a new pitcher on the mound for the TBC Eagles. Number 21 is Patrick Chevron. Myers went 2 innings, allowed 3 runs, but only 1 of them earned. 1 hit allowed. He also walked 1, struck out 1, and hit 1. First batter for Chauvinot will be Mark Anthony Perez, who was 0 for 2. Strikeout and a pop-up to the third baseman. And the first pitch is upstairs, and this is not Perez. This is a pinch hitter for the Tigers. Peyton Schubert taking over for Perez. Myers delivers and misses for ball 2.
Hold on.
2 balls, no strikes. Chevron in just a bit outside.
Hey, live there, I'll take it.
Schubert at 186 on the season, 1 run batted in. 3 balls, no strikes. Chevron delivers, and this one is in there for strike 1. 3-1 on the way, and a good swing and a foul back.
Hey, I'm not kidding.
Schubert 8 for 43 on the season. He has a couple of doubles. Went up 3-0 and then now run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chevron, long look. Now the wind and the pitch. Ball 4, and that is the 5th time in a row the Tigers got the leadoff man aboard.
Now back for the Tigers, number 3, the second baseman, Judd.
3 of the first 4 leadoff men to reach have scored. And with nobody out and a runner at first, Marcus Judd is at the plate. 1 for 2 with a run scored. Chevron's first pitch in the dirt.
I'm not bat.
Schubert has not attempted a stolen base this season. 1 ball, no strikes. And now ball 2 is upstairs. Makes the catch. 1 out for the right fielder, Keelan Washington, who's been on base 3 times. Walk, 2 hits, stolen base, and 2 runs scored. He has had some good games against the Eagles in his Edward Waters career. 1 out, runner at first. Chevron delivers and gets it in there for a strike. The 0-1 from Chevron. And this is high for ball 1.
I'm not kidding.
Count even at 1-1. Swing and a miss, and Washington gave it a rip. Came up empty, and he's down 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. And a high pop foul out of play. Tigers got 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the fourth. Eagles 4 times in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 more in the fourth. 7-6 is the score. Edward Waters batting in the top of the 5th, 1 out with a runner at first. 1-2 on the way is high for ball 2. We have another one coming about half an hour at the conclusion of game 1. We'll stop the feed and start up a new one as the Eagles and the Tigers are getting ready for game 2. Here's a 2-2. Runner going, swing and a miss. Strike 3 to throw down is high. And Schubert is in with his first stolen base of the season. Chevrolet though gets the strikeout. There are 2 away. Damani Thomas has gone down on strikes all 3 trips to the plate. Runner in scoring position with the Tigers leading 7-6. 2 outs in the 5th. Chevron has a slow delivery, but it's been effective so far. Gets the first pitch fouled off. Walk, but then a pop-up and a strikeout. And on that strikeout, Schubert took second base. No balls and a strike, and the pitch. Good fastball. Right down the middle. Thomas takes it for strike 2. Thomas has had a rough time at the plate here in game 1. Let's see if Chevron can put him away. Here's the 0-2, and this one misses up the stairs. One ball, 2 strikes, pitch on the way, grounded towards first, right at Van Sickle, will step on the bag, and that ends the inning. A leadoff walk, and a stolen base, but nothing else. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 7-6, Edward Waters. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and Angst, Owens, and Laffrey are the scheduled hitters for the Eagles. Peyton Schubert will pinch hit for Mark Anthony Perez in the top of the 5th. He stays in the game and takes over as the Tigers shortstop. Softball update for you Tigers fans. In the bottom of the 6th, Edward Waters leads Dakota Bottineau 4-3. Thank you, Josh Jackson, texting me those updates to get off to the fans watching here on TBC.
Let's go! Hey, now, kid!
Ryan Angst, 1 for 1, a sac bunt his last time up. First pitch, line drive, caught right at the second baseman Judd, just a couple of steps, and Angst hit that ball about as hard as he can. Unfortunately for him and the Eagles, Judd, after a couple of steps, made the catch for out 1.
Let's go right here right now. Let's go right here
Dylan
now.
Owens is 1 for 2. Infield single in the first. Eagles batted around in that inning and got 4.
Let's go, Dylan.
There's a ball headed up the middle. Backhanded, throw to first in time. Marcus Judd has made probably the best play of the game so far, and he's kept 2 Eagles off the bases in this inning. We've seen the Tigers do that to us quite a bit over the past few years. They have always played great defense, and there's another spectacular play by Judd. 2 outs, bases empty. A bullet line drive caught, and then a terrific backhanded play, and the throw was even more impressive as Lafferty takes a strike 1. It is not easy to make that throw, backhanding it with your momentum going away from the bag. Judd made the play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lafferty reached on an error in the 3rd, and that allowed a run to score. There's a looper down the right field line, just like he did earlier, and that one is in there. Washington makes the throw in, but Lafferty will have himself a double. It's the second time the Eagles have gone that road right down the line. Rogers did that in the 4th and came around to score. There are 2 outs, and Elvin Granado's at the plate. He is 2 for 3.
Vamos, papi, vamos, con fuerza, aquí mismo,
That is hit
vamos.
number 11. There's a slow roller foul down the 3rd base side. Potential tying run at second base, but there are 2 outs. Granado's made some pretty good contact today, 2 for 3. Echeverria checks the runner, now the 0-1. Misses the 0-1 outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, runner at second, and the pitch. High pop up down the right field line. Frankie and Judd giving chase, and Judd is not going to be able to get there. The ball tipped off his glove. He came up on the fence, pulled up a little, or else he might have had that play. He's already made 2 really nice plays in this inning. Ball just kept tailing away from Judd. Granato now with a count of 1 and 2. So 2 outs. Lafferty will be off with contact. That ball hits the batter, and the Eagles have 2 base runners. And no, the umpire is calling. It is calling the hitter out. The ball hit the batter. The umpire is not allowing it, and he has called strike 3. The call is he leaned into the pitch. Tigers catch a break. Lafferty's still at second base. Coach Copeland out to argue the call. But we go to the 6th with Edward Waters leading 7-6. Well, an unusual call to end the 5th. Umpire saying that Granado had leaned over the plate. And strike 3 was called. So Caden Frankie will open up here in the top of the 6th with the Tigers leading 7-6. So followed by Torres and Santana. If anybody gets on, Garcia. Patrick Chevron, 1 scoreless inning so far, a walk allowed, and he struck out a batter.
Here you go, Pat. You ain't gotta do yourself. You got your one?
1 ball, no strikes.
Go bat.
Chevron, slow wind up and a pitch, ground ball towards first. Van Sickle takes it himself. Pitcher a little late covering, but Van Sickle's able to beat Frankie to the bag for out number 1.
Now after the Tigers, number 5, the designated hitter, Torres.
Freddie Torres at the plate. He has singled and driven in 2 with that hit, struck out, taking a hit batsman and ended up scoring a run. That's run number 7, and that's the margin of the lead right now for the Tigers. 7-6, 1 out, top of the 6th. Chevron delivers another ground ball to Van Sickle. This one will get much closer. Another 3 unassisted, and there 2 away. Chevron has got 2 very quick outs here in the 6th, and he'll face Ricardo Santana. Sacrifice fly his last time up. Hit by a pitch and a base hit, so 1 for 1 officially. 2 outs, bases empty, and the first pitch is in there for strike. Chevron delivers, and this one is in the dirt.
Patting on right in there, boy.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, and change up that's fouled off to the right side. So Chevron ahead now, 1-2.
Hey, hit your spot right here. Hit your spot.
Chevron gets a long look in. Now the delivery, the 1-2 on the way, swung on and just made contact and fouled that off. I didn't even see the ball come off the bat. I thought he missed, but he made some contact, and the count remains 1-2.
Hey, still you. Hit your spot.
Chevron delivers a changeup that misses high. Count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield straight away, infield playing back. 2 outs with the bases empty. And the 2-2 in the dirt, and the count is full. Garcia on deck, followed by Lauro. Tigers have scored multiple runs in 3 of the 5 innings so far, batting with 2 outs, now in the 6th. And Chevron delivers the payoff pitch, and this one is fouled off. Santana chased one in the dirt that time.
Come on, Pat.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, actually foul tip. Still Levy. That retires the second.
That's why it's St. Patty's Day.
For Chevron. 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers in the 6th. Bottom half coming up. Eagles trailing 7-6. TBC Eagles, Rogers, Van Sickle, and Carter, and Tigers fans. Your softball team now leads about 7-3. Tigers batting in the bottom of the 6th on the softball field. Right here, it's Tigers 7, Eagles 6. Rogers has had a good day at the plate, as he did yesterday. He's 2 for 2 with a couple of runs scored. Also has drawn a walk. Rogers trying to get on base. He would represent the Tigers. Navidad Hernandez Echeverria still on the mound. He has gone 5 innings. He's allowed 6 runs. 4 of those earned. 11 hits. 2 strikeouts.
Hey, Mark! Let's go, Sticks!
He is off
Sticks! Hey, boy!
This is for ball 1. Check that, he has walked 2. He's had some good control. Eagles have swung the bat well. Rogers took a good rip at that one and fouled it off.
Give it yourself, kid. Here you go. Need you on base. Be a lead off. Right here, Sticks. Go ahead, Mark. Mark. Go ahead, Juan. Come Mark. Go, Mark. Come now, Mark. Come on, Juan. Come
Ball,
on.
1 strike, and the pitch. A change-up, and Rogers had to lunge.
Hey, battle, baby, battle.
Bat.
Hey, nothing above your hands, kid. Nothing above your hands.
Fine, I'll get it.
Fastball react. Let's go, kid. Come on, Sticks. Let's go. Here you go, baby. Come on, Sticks.
Ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball right back to the box. Good snare by the pitcher and an easy underhanded flip. And that's out number 1.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 5, first baseman Will Van Sickle.
Made the grab, trotted towards first base, got some momentum going, and then a very nice soft toss. Plenty of time to get the runner at first. Will Van Sickle is 1 for 3. RBI single and a run scored. Also been down on strikes twice. This one is in there for strike 1.
We need a
Well, not you. Okay, come on. Hey, not you, baby, not you.
High pop up, that's headed out of play. And Sickle came in at 318, 1 for 3 so far.
Nothing above your hands,
Trying to
kid.
get on base.
Go ahead now, Will. Let's go, Will. Come on, kid. Let's go,
Carter
Will.
and Alvarez are the next 2 scheduled hitters. There's a line drive down the left field line. That ball is foul.
Out of the way, 5. Good thing.
Good swing, hit it hard, but the slice landed the ball in foul territory. No balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Will. Go 5. Right, kid. Let's go, 4. I'll make 5. Let's go, Will. Go now, babe.
Here comes the 0-2. And a slow roller towards first. That's going to be an easy play for Caden Frankie. He steps on the bag and throws it away.
Number 9, the baseman Noah Harder.
Echeverria was covering just in case, but the big man at first had plenty of time to make the tag himself on the bag for out number 2. Noah Harder has hit the ball well all 3 times. 2 flyouts and a base hit.
Let's go here now. I'm going.
In the dirt. Eagles need a base runner to get the tying run aboard. If Harder can keep it alive, Alvarez would be next. Looking ahead to the 7th, the Tigers, Garcia, Lauro, and Schubert are the scheduled hitters. There's a ground ball right back to the box and another easy flip and a 1-2-3 inning for Echeverria in the bottom of the 6th. Final inning about to start with Edward Waters leading 7-6. 7 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Tigers. 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Eagles. Patrick Chevron on the mound, starting his 3rd inning of work. He is not allowed a run. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. Carlos Garcia, 1 for 3. Leads off here in the 7th, and this one is low for ball 1. Alvarez, Heller, and Ongst are the 3 scheduled hitters for the Eagles in the bottom of the 7th. Chevron tasked with keeping it a 1-run game and giving his team a chance to walk it off in the 7th. At the very least, tie it up. That one in the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. The ball had some dipping action to it, and it's 2-1. Wind has picked up a little bit, blowing now out towards right field. We haven't had much of a breeze so far today. The 2-1, swung on and missed, and now the count is even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chevron looks over his glove, winds and delivers, and misses low.
Go back. Go back.
Payoff pitch.
Go to 1.
Ground ball back to the box. Chevron will throw over the head of Van Sickle, and the error is going to allow Garcia to take second base. Adrian Lauro now has a chance to drive in an insurance run, and we're going to have a pinch runner. No, okay, I thought another player was coming out of the dugout. That's first base coach Sean Stevens. So Garcia aboard on the error, and timeout as Coach Jordan Broden heading out to the mound. 7-6 Tigers. We'll be back in a minute. Garcia at second after the miscue, and it brings up Lauro. Hit by a pitch, popped up and grounded out. So 0 for 2. He also stole a base and scored a run in the 2nd inning. 7-6 Tigers, top of the 7th, runner at second, nobody out. Chevron delivers and gets a swinging strike. Once this game ends, we'll stop the feed and start up a new one for game number 2, which usually begins about half an hour after the first one concludes. Chevron delivers a changeup, drops in the zone, and he's ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Schubert on deck, then the top of the order. Here's the 0-2. High fly into right field. Alvarez makes the catch. A runner tags. Garcia will head to third, and there's one away with that runner just 90 feet away. Peyton Schubert, pinch hit in the 5th for Mark Anthony Perez. He walked, stole a base, and was stranded there at second. Eagles now pull the infield in on the grass, try to keep that run from scoring. Chevron will wind up with the runner at third and 1 out. Leadoff hitter Marcus Judd now at the plate. Bases empty, 2 away. And that one's upstairs. So the error to open the inning has come in to score and given the Tigers an insurance run. There's a grounder back to the box. Chevron will underhand flip to first, and that ends the inning. An unearned run, no hits, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Eagles need 2 to tie and 3 to win. Well, the Eagles need a base runner to bring the tying run to the plate. DJ Alvarez will try to get himself a board for Ryan Heller, Ryan Augst. And if they keep the inning going, Dylan Owens like a Tiger.
Get you one! Hey,
Last
everybody
3
talking,
runs
let's
for
go!
the Tigers have been count just as much. Alvarez behind first, 2 officially. He takes the first pitch for a strike. Abadel Hernandez struggled in the first couple of innings, but has really settled in. He's still on the mound, trying to finish what he started. That's a base hit. Alvarez around first. He will pull up into second with a leadoff. The Eagles do get the tying run to the plate. Alvarez open the inning right down the line. Ryan Heller at the plate. Did what he did yesterday, but he just needs to get himself aboard and hopefully bring in the run. Give his teammates a chance to tie the score and possibly walk it off. Heller is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Alvarez at second, tying run now at the plate. This is onside. That's a 12th hit for the Eagles. I was starting to say Echeverria had some trouble in the first couple of innings, but has settled in nicely. He has reached his first strikeout. 6 runs earned. He's outside for ball 2, and I can hear the Eagles in the dugout cheering on their teammate at the plate. Alvarez doubled to open the inning. Heller at the plate, 2 balls, no strikes. Is high. Strikes. Heller's taking it away. Strike 1.
Hey, gotta be there, gotta be there! Okay, let's go!
Here's a 3-1 to Heller, and he takes strike 2.
Hey, good take, now you got it!
Rebounds, 2 strikes. Heller is making the pitcher. And the payoff pitch. Potential tying runs. That was snared by Santana to keep Alvarez at second. Time call. Coach Johnson on his way to the mound. This could be it for Echeverria. After a slow start, he settled in and did a nice job. And he is coming out. We'll tell you about the new pitcher in just a minute here on TBC Eagles 8-6 Tigers. Well, the Eagles get the first 2 men aboard, a leadoff double off the bat of E.J. Alvarez, then a walk to Ryan Heller. Nathaniel Shermer takes over on the mound for Yabadel Hernandez Echeverria. Shermer, according to what I see on the stats page, this is his first appearance of the season, and it's a save situation. The tying runs aboard, nobody out. Ryan Angst, the next scheduled hitter, followed by Dylan Owens, then top of the order, Parker Lafferty. Echeverria, 6+ innings, 6 runs, 4 earned. He's responsible for the 2 men on base, 12 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Eagles trying to rally from behind and take away game number 1 against the NAIA Edward Waters College Tigers.
Hey, come on, threes!
Heading to the plate will be the catcher Ryan Angst. He is 1 for 2 plus a sack bunt. His last time he hit a bullet line drive caught by Marcus Judd. Washington has given the left-handed hitter all the real estate he wants down the right field line. Garcia also off the line and left, so filling the gaps. First pitch, bunt. He'll play it first. The throw is in time. Sacrifice does advance but the Eagles give up the first down.
Hey, Josh, let's go!
That was a good charge by Laurie. He made a throw on target. Frankie had to move a little bit, but able to hold on the bag quite easily. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for the TBC Eagles. Batting in place of Dylan Owens, sophomore Josh
Let's go!
Morgan at the plate, and the first pitch in there for strike. Good fastball by Sherman. Morgan is hitting 267 on the season. 3 runs driven in. These are 2 big ones he can try to pick up now. They will tie the game. Same defensive line, a lot of room down each line. The 0-1 swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Let's go, baby, right here.
Balls, 2 strikes.
Set it up. Go, kid.
And the pitch.
Win the battle right Come on, win it. Hey, let's go, kid. Let's go, kid.
Set it up. Set it up. Let's go, D5. Let's go, kid.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Set it up.
1 out. Swing and a miss, and that is out number 2. That is a big strikeout for Sherman to pick up. Now, 1 out away from notching the save.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Leadoff double, a walk, a sack bunt, and a strikeout. Brings up center fielder Lafferty. With 2 outs, both runners going out contact. He's at second. He's into the outfield. Should tie the game. It's at third. Save, 2 outs, and a pitch. Line drive towards right, but right couple of steps, and he's right there to end the game. Lafferty hit it hard, but unfortunately, right at the Tigers' right fielder. So the final score, Edward Waters 8, Trinity Baptist 6. Winning pitcher, Yabadale Hernandez Echeverria, 6 innings, 6 runs, 4 earned, 12 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. And tough luck loss for Kanan Myers, 3 runs, but only 1 earned in 2 innings. Well, that'll do it for game number 1. We're going to stop the feed now. Look for the live now indicator at around 5:50 to 5:55 for game number 2 between the Tigers and the Eagles here on